this one is a bit of a serious topic.
Yeah.
And I believe that people should actually like listen to this one wholeheartedly.
Yeah, 100%.
Don't sit there and think we're going to be making jokes or whatever. People know when we talk about stuff, we joke about, but we also like every podcast that we have has some sort of beneficial knowledge that comes out of it. Even if one person watches it, it benefits them.
Of course.
So this is why, Tish, I'm glad that you came up with this topic. I'll let you kick off.
So when I see other kids like teenagers and stuff, and how they function and how they do stuff, and they don't have, like, it bothers me that they don't have salah in their life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I see them, they go do their stuff, they go chill with the boys. Not wrong with that.
Yeah.
Go chill with your boys, go do what you want and stuff. But keep salah in your life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the only difference, okay, tell me, answer this question, yeah? What's the difference between us and shaitan?
We pray.
That's the only difference, bro. Because he knows as Allah, he knows as a prophet, he knows as Jahannam, he knows as Jannah, he knows everything that we do and more. But the only difference is he was told to put his head down on the floor and he didn't. Now, people who don't pray, what's the difference? Tell me.
Very true.
They have
Very true.
no difference.
What is the difference between us and shaitan?
Okay, exactly. Are you even a Muslim?
If
You
don't
count
pray?
yourself as a Muslim if you don't even pray. Because the shaitan, but like I said to you, the shaitan believes there's Allah, there's a Prophet Rasul, there's all of the prophets, end of time is going to happen.
Yeah.
He knows everything.
Yeah.
But I tell people, oh, I'm a Muslim, I'll get around to it. No,
Yeah,
it doesn't work like that, bro.
You know, there was a time, obviously, when we didn't pray as well.
Of course.
I don't know this. Look, I'm not gonna say like I'm the most perfect person, and
No one is. You can't
but
just say
I
that.
try my best, and I should try even harder.
Yeah.
But you know, one of the greatest pleasures of the day, Qassam, I'm not even joking. I was thinking about this the other day as well. One of the great, and I'm not gonna mention because I'm not here to either make myself look bad or glorify myself, and none of that. I'm not gonna mention how many times I pray or whatever. But one of the greatest pleasures of the day is at the end of the day, you've prayed 5 of your salahs, or even closer to 4. But 5 is different. And then you sit back and you're like, wow, I've managed to pray all 5 of my salah. I've managed to wake up for Fajr. I've managed to, during my work day, pray my Dhuhr. Come back from work, pray my Asr. In my most tired state,
Yeah.
when you're when you're back from work and you've prayed your Asr and you've just eaten, and then you've got Maghrib, so you pray your Maghrib. And then even when you're in your even most tired state, when you're just about wanting to go to sleep, Isha time, and you pray your Isha, to do that, there is no greater pleasure. Because at the end of the day, you could have accomplished everything, but if you have accomplished your 5 times salah, bro, you can sit down in peace and say, if I died today,
I'll be happy.
I died with my last day of 5 times salah.
The thing is, as well, people say, oh, I don't have time, this, that, the other. That's just utter bullshit.
We have to,
Because people, no, you can, like, for example, imagine you're busy all day, yeah? And I said, Billy, let's go do this stuff, or let's go out, or whatever. You're going to be like, yes, let's make time.
Yeah, let's make time.
You can make time for that, but you can't spend less than 5 minutes doing it
literally.
for.
And you know, and I feel like this is a different aspect of it. A lot of times people don't want to pray their salah, not because it's effort praying the salah, no, because salah is just a few movements. The effort part of it is doing the wudu.
All those hot
Wudu, and this is why it's important, and I've done this for a while, is to make dua during whenever your times you make dua, but just make sure you include this one dua that says, Ya Allah, please make me love to do the wudu. Because it's part of shaitan's plan to find things that you don't like to stop you from doing the major goal.
Yep.
So if wudu is something that you struggle with doing, shaitan's going to latch onto that and make you hate to do wudu even more. So if you make dua that you'll start to love the wudu, then, you know, how's that connection to your salah going to be broken? It's not going to be good through wudu. Then shaitan will have to find another path. And then when you figured out that, oh wait, I'm starting to not like the prayer mat, or I'm starting to not like the room that I pray in, or whatever, then fix that. Because shaitan will find avenues to try and put you off your main goal, which is praying salah.
Yeah, man. That's the thing with salah. It's like people we need to make it the focus of the day.
Yeah, work around salah.
Like, think about, okay, so if you work around salah, right? So let's say this. Imagine this context. As a guy, he drinks, he goes out partying, clubbing on the weekend. He only has his, non-Muslim friends. All this stuff here, let's say that's his lifestyle. No, nothing about Islam, nothing. His parents tell him every day, pray salah. But there's nothing really going into his head, yeah? So he does all this and has no Islam in his life. But on the flip side, let's just say he started praying and he catered his salah around his everyday thing. So imagine he prays Fajr, right? So he prays Fajr, go work or go back to sleep or whatever, and Dhuhr time when it comes, you pray your Dhuhr and you're like, okay, it's Friday night, I can't go out because I've got to pray Asr and Maghrib. Yeah, so then he waits, Asr comes, he waits, Maghrib comes, then Isha's come in in summer especially, it's about 10:30ish, yeah? So he's like, okay, I can't do anything, and then I've got to go pray my Isha. So he prays Isha, and he's still at home, or with at the mosque or whatever, yeah? And then he's like, okay, boys have called me, we're going out tonight. But Fajr's at 2 o'clock, half 2, 3 o'clock, so I can't do that. So it stops you from having other bad habits in your life. I'm not saying that no one's perfect in this world. We all have our downfalls. We all have those chips on our shoulders where in the past we've done dumb shit that we regret. But do whatever you want. Even ulamas, even sheikhs say that do whatever the hell you want, but don't miss your salah.
Just don't miss your salah.
Because no one's perfect.
Make sure you're in a state to pray your salah. Look, the thing is, many people use this excuse, and you know what? Someone even we used this excuse once, not about salah, but about going to Umrah. Yeah, but let's apply this. Many people use the excuse. I've just taken a few puffs, so I can't pray my salah. now. I'm back. Doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. You pray that salah. All right, sound. You're not going to get your reward for praying the salah, but you're not going to get sin for missing it as well. Like us, when we went to Umrah, one of the first things, when the idea was pitched to me about going to Umrah with the boys, I said it to Billy. And I said to him, I went, I'm not ready to go Umrah, man. Like, look at me. I'm not even a good person. And he goes, this is the perfect time for you to go Umrah then. Why are you using that as an excuse to not go Umrah? This is the perfect time for you to go. To better yourself. You don't go to Umrah because you have to be perfect to go.
No one's perfect.
People go to Umrah to get closer to Allah. And that's exactly the case of what we're trying to say here. That we, no matter what state we're in, no matter, as long as we're back in the terms where we can do wudu, we don't have to do ghusl. If you have to do ghusl, then make sure you get your ghusl done. But I get what you're saying, that during the day, if you revolve your day around the salah slowly, at first you still might go out with the boys and do this and that, and then come back and do your your qaza or something. But then slowly you'll start implementing changes where, like, hold on, no, I can't go and do this right now because this means that later on in an hour's time I'm not going to be able to pray my salah. So it slowly stops you from doing.
Of course it does, man. The thing is, salah wasn't made for us to. Allah doesn't need us to pray salah. Like, it's pointless to him. We're nothing. Like,
Allah doesn't need our worship.
Our worship is insignificant to Allah's majesty. It makes no difference to him. He been there from day one. He's always going to be there. Simple as that. So he's put that mechanism in for us, so we can benefit from it. We can make our life in this world better. Do you know what? Like the Prophet ﷺ, they were in wars but they'd still pray the salah.
stop, yeah,
They'd
pray
have
the salah,
shifts where they'd
yeah.
alternate.
Alternate
And
pray
then
the
obviously
salah,
there's a certain way to pray a salah in war and stuff. But obviously, I don't know. We don't know that. But there's certain ways. But still, they would never give it up.
That's it, man. The importance of salah. And look, we could even try better as well.
Yeah, of course.
Mashallah, I see someone very close in my life. Bro, this person wakes up like for tahajjud and fajr. Bro, I'm struggling.
Yeah.
I'm struggling.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, whatever.
Yeah.
But we could all also try better. So we're not sitting here telling you guys do better. We're saying that we should do
It's
better.
a lesson for all of
The
us, though,
importance of salah. The importance of salah. And like we're saying that our podcast always have a deeper meaning behind it. Even if we're talking about whatever we're talking about, we'll still drop that little bit of nasiha in there.
Yeah, you have to, man. Even if one person
Watches
this watches it and stuff,
and starts,
decides, you know what,
one,
they're right. It's one
even
salah.
just praise one.
Yeah.
That's look at that.
The thing with salah is not just for the akhirah or whatever, it's for this world too, because when you pray salah, you have sukoon, you have sakina in your heart, bro. Like you don't worry about certain things. You're like, Allah alam, whatever Allah wishes. Whatever Allah has planned for us,
you start becoming like that.
Yeah.
And you start living by the words of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Allah is enough for me and all of my affairs. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. Some people say as
Hasbi Allah.
And Hasbi Allah wa ni'mal wakil. But you start living by the trust, the tawakkul.
Yeah.
And that all comes from salah. And you know what, salah is the closest position to Allah.
Yeah.
And even closer than salah is sujood in salah.
Yeah. They're saying it. So when you're praying salah, imagine this. Jahannam on your left, Jannah on your right, Allah stood in front of you, and you're praying on the, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's like a long, thin, hair-like thing, rope kind of thing.
Okay.
And you're praying on that. So depending on how your salah is performed, depending on what happens to you, do you know what I mean? Pray in constant,
concentration.
Concentration, yeah.
Always no, I need to concentrate.
Properly,
You're in front of Allah. Yeah.
So you've got to, if you pray like that, and they also the ulamas also say is when you're praying salah, there's angels the size of mountains behind you. You're reading the salah, and they stood behind you praying. So you could imagine that when you're praying, like you're praying, and behind you there's angels be praying behind you that are the size of mountains.
Jeez, mashallah.
Do you know what I mean?
There's this other one that I heard. Absolute, and this one gets me all the time. You know the angels, from the smallest angel to the biggest angel, Jibreel, they don't have the I don't know, Jibreel alayhi salam. I'm not sure if Jibreel alayhi salam's because he brought down the Quran to our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But the angels in general don't have the ability to pray the Quran.
True.
So when you pray the Quran, whether you're whispering it or you're praying it loud, bro, angels gather around you to come and listen. Whether you're praying with the best pronunciation or the best melody or not the best, it doesn't matter. The angels surround you, bro. So that one always gets me. So you know when I'm praying and I literally like that pops up into my head every single time, and I just can just imagine the angels around me sat there listening to me, and I'm like, what, that is mad.
That's the crazy thing. Like, you don't even realize the little ni'mas that we get in this world, and it's all because of salah, bro. Like people wanna, I understand, like your life can get a bit much, and you're doing this, that, you're doing A, B, C, you're doing that, you're doing this with this person, whatever. But no matter what you're doing, just go pray. Because when I was a kid, when I was young in masjid, like I grew up with a lot of Indian people in Audley, and mashallah, most of them are summer boys, and we played football with little tennis balls, bro. And we'd all play and stuff. And then as soon as salah happens, the best thing about the area was, as soon as salah happens, we all stop. We just, even though we didn't pray properly, we just go to the mosque and just pray. Do you know what I mean?
One of them ones, you remember in mosque where if you get up before your friend and you put your arm out, so when he stands up, he goes poof. You remember that one?
One of them, it's nuts, man. We did some great. I used to kick people in the back when they'd gone to sujood and stuff. Like, just kick
By the way, this is when we were kids. Like 7, 8 years old.
Literally, man. Right? We used to kick them in the back and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? But I'd prefer, and the other thing is our elder lot, the masjid committee members, and when they have kids over, and when they have kids in the masjid, they always complain that kids are making too much noise.
Someone said,
shut up, man.
Someone said, when there's no kids in the mosque,
Turkish
that's when you
imam.
should be really scared.
A Turkish imam
Was
said
it
that
Turkish?
once.
I heard that once. When there's no kids in the mosque, that's when you should be really afraid.
Yeah.
So stop kicking the kids out.
I know, man.
And another thing that I wanted to say about the salah is the parents. Parents, if there's any parents, young parents, old parents, whatever watching this, it's important to always put salah into your child's life. Like, genuinely, always talk about salah. Even if they don't pray, mention to them, look, it's salah time, I'm going to pray. You should pray.
Thing with kids is, so I've been reading a lot about how salah should be taught to kids. So how it works is, obviously, kids are sponges. Whatever you as a parent do,
it's gonna embed in.
They're gonna soak it in at a young age. Yeah, so it's gonna be like, okay, Baba's got up right now. Why has he got up? And then they'll be like, oh, okay, he's gonna go pray. A couple of weeks later, he'll be like, oh, I wanna come chill with him. A couple of weeks go by. I wanna do this. I wanna pray Surah Fatiha. I wanna do this.
They follow by example.
Exactly. So you can't be like word of mouth. You can't be like, oh, go pray salah whilst you're watching TV.
The thing, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. You have to lead by example.
Yeah.
Like if you were and if you were to force your child, they'd resent it.
There's no force in Islam at all with anything.
Yeah. If someone was to, no, you have to pray. Go upstairs. I'm gonna knock you out if you don't pray or whatever. Bro, they're gonna end up resenting the very thing that they were told to do,
100%.
which is salah. And that's happened to a lot of people. They end up moving away from Islam because it was forced on. Show them the beauty of Islam.
Why we do stuff.
And show them the beauty of, in this case, salah. Show them the beauty of the benefits of salah and everything. And inshallah, but that's alhamdulillah. That was
as a kid, as like parents should be like, if we want our kids, if start them at a young age, like 2-3 years old, give them not like pray or learn whatever, just by example, pray your salah, get ready nicely, tell them this is what's gonna happen now. Slowly. When by the time they hit age like 7, 8, 9 or whatever, they can easily start praying by themselves.
Because
you know what I mean?
Like we said, in it, leading by example.
Yeah, and someone as dumb as me, bro, can go at the age of 8 finish his first Quran. Kids now, they're even quicker than us.
Yeah,
they're rapid. They're with everything in there, with computers, with YouTube.
kids these days are a lot more switched on.
Yeah, man.
Use that their ability to be so switched on. And if you're married,
pray together, bro.
Pray together, man. I mean, the men should actually be going to the
mosque,
to the masjid. But if you don't go, pray together. Pray like with your wife or your husband next to you, man.
And don't post it online, please.
And don't post.
Please, man.
And don't do more Dean as well. He puts the camera in front. Who goes down and
He's a tool, man.